Hey everybody, Adam Savage and I am in Los Angeles at Prop Store alongside Megan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Really
Welcome
good.
back. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm especially good because we're in front of a superhero suit.
Oh my gosh, it's an amazing suit, isn't it? Already, this is A Train.
This is A Train from The Boys, and you guys are auctioning off a whole bunch of costumes.
We are.
Right now from The Boys, and there's some super suits. There's some. It's kind of amazing because The Boys is already a sort of zoom out on culture, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
they've got superheroes,
Absolutely.
but they've also got like superheroes on ice costumes
Oh,
here.
they have a plethora. They've got your Votland ones, which are the amusement park ones. They've
Right.
got your merch ones, which is the ones that people wear at birthday parties. So we have a little kind of smattering of every single one in this auction. So if you can't get the main one, you might get the sneak peek, everything else one,
I'm a huge fan of The Boys. I'm a huge fan of the franchise, and the costumes in particular. Laura Jean Shannon is the costume designer. Is that correct?
Yep.
And let's just talk about this for a second, because as we know, this kind of pattern screen printing, it's all over
Yes.
superhero suits now for the last 10 or 15 years. And
Absolutely.
audiences are pretty sophisticated about what they expect. It's no
Yes.
longer spandex, right? With
It's
just a
not.
single logo.
It's not. You really have to, because of the high def of everything that is being filmed and everything that's being released, you have to get into these details. So not only are you getting a rubberized print over a already screen print, but you're getting layers of rubberized print. So you can see that this, if you even feel it, because it is a higher elevation of rubberized print. And so, and these soups in particular, they put a lot of detail, a lot of thought in order to elevate them enough to be able to offer all the other types of soups. So, you get into the Vod on Ice and they're just spandex and glitter. And then you get into the merch and it's just hot polyester spandex. So,
Well, I think that for the longest time, like when I was growing up, television was always the barest simulacrum of the movies, right? It
Okay.
was always the movies for like $1.98. This is no longer the case, right? Like
No.
Laura Jean Shannon's team is expected to turn out stuff that looks every bit as good
Yes.
as a modern giant franchise
Yeah.
tentpole
and
film.
a plethora of talent goes into this because you have to have the people who design the individual things for the molds.
Right,
and
so
the
there's like
poles.
multiple, some of these are
Yes.
flexible plastic, some
Yeah,
of them are
yeah,
hard plastic.
You can actually bend
That's
it.
crazy
Yeah, go ahead
to
and
me.
feel that. I know you want to.
That's so I was always wondering about A Train's pecs.
Yeah, sure.
I want to speak also to the nightmare, as you would know,
Mm-hmm.
of once you've screen printed, once you've added a rubberized texture, then you have these different panels that have to meet.
Yes.
And they all have to be the correct up and down when the suit's assembled. And that
That-
is its own kind of
Yep.
extra nightmare.
Well, and you're looking at pattern making to its highest form, I mean, she had a great team that was able to match all of these and do it in multiples because, we do have more than one and in different colors too. He had two different colors of costumes. So excellent, wonderful job. That team is amazing, even down to the detail of the hard shoulder pieces here. And you can imagine, I'm sure they went through various different iterations of this. Does this look good here, or is it skinnier here?
Right.
What's going to make him look a little bit more bulky? Also, they did a 3D scan of the actors in order to build these appropriately on them.
And I mean, because ultimately, none of it works unless the actor's comfortable in the suit and can actually
Exactly.
perform in it. And
Yeah.
with all these hard and soft pieces, I just want to say, from like back in my model making days, anytime you had to make something clear, it was a nightmare, right? And then you've got clear flexible with clear hard, and you've got color. You've got to do color matching across these. The
And
number.
piping too, all over.
The sheer volume of different processes here, it's
Yes.
way beyond traditional costuming, or it's more like opera almost than traditional costuming.
No, I know, and it's a beautiful piece. But actually, speaking of comfortability, you can look back here at our Starlight.
Yes.
And, she had two different versions.
Right.
And I believe that the actress mentioned that the second version, which we know as Sexy Starlight,
Yes.
was actually more comfortable for her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because the first one was just a little bit tight, a little bit more cumbersome. They had to build it up and make it, just her, I don't know, her beginning style.
right.
She wasn't sophisticated. She didn't have all the details. If you look, there's these great Vought little zipper pulls on those.
Oh my God.
Yes.
There's just no tiny thing they're leaving behind.
They did not overlook anything. And so that's why these soup costumes are really one of a kind. They're just timeless because they just represent the soups in the highest form, and I love every single one of them.
So I wanted to pull out these two to talk about specifically because they're really of a piece. Obviously, a costume designer designs for texture and character and also silhouette. And both of these costumes present a really interesting silhouette. And Butcher's, I love Butcher as a character.
Yeah.
I was shocked at how heavy this long coat is.
I know. I mean, they oil coated this. I mean, it is completely heavy. It is a double layer of a cotton twill, as you know, and then they just lathered it, and that makes it even more heavy. And cotton twill, as you know, is heavy to begin with.
Yeah.
I think that they did it just to add a little bit more stiffness and bulkiness to him, because he's still human, and he's still supposed to be fighting a soup. So you had to put a little bit more powerful look on him, and that's why I think that they did this.
I find myself, though, wondering if there aren't somewhere some stunt coats that are made of a softer material, because I have trouble imagining how the stuntmen would move around with what they have to do.
Some of these coats say stunt in them.
What?
I know, and so their stuntmen had to be as bulky as this lovely actor here. So
if you were a stunt performer in this suit, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, because I'm really
kudos
curious.
to you.
Exactly. I was thinking, amazing.
No, and one of the things I wanted to point out too is I love that the costume designer really kind of stuck to each signature element to the boys, right? So he had his Hawaiian shirts. Yeah. Just all Hawaiian shirts. had his music shirts, and so did Huey, but two different genres of music, right? So, and then, I mean, Kimiko, she had a plethora of black things, so kind of ninja-like, even though she was a soup. And so I love the nod to that because it was consistent. It was like, this is what I wear, this is what I hone into, and so if you get one of these, which is really, really nice, the shirts kind of range from a nice, soft, fun, dark Hawaiian shirt to a bright, funny Hawaiian shirts, which doesn't seem indicative of him, but actually it really fits his personality as he shifts through the seasons.
I looking at each of the boys' costumes, Frenchie, Mother, Kimiko. It's surprising to see them like this on a mannequin without the actor in them, and yet carrying so much of the person with them. This looks like it was just taken off by Butcher a minute ago.
It speaks volumes to that, and being able to compile all this and still say, all right, this is Butcher.
Well, so it's just like I was looking at that beautiful little lapel thing on Frenchie's jacket, right? And it's like hand painted, and that. There's a loving attention to detail that feels like you're finding these in a thrift store 25 years ago.
Exactly. And we do have quite a few of Frenchie's jackets
that
have all of the patches on them. And we were able, because they had they had a few extra, I was able to put together lots of just the patches and pins. So anybody can go out and grab a jacket and be like, I'm Frenchie, and put all the patches on. So.
We wouldn't be complete in talking about the boys without the scariest villain in television or movies, in my opinion.
Yes.
Homelander. I have met the actor a few times, and he is delightful, but holy hell, it's very hard for me to separate the terror from the lovely guy.
I know, because it seems like he's just naturally that way. And you're like, and loving the attention, but I'm sure he's just a wonderful, beautiful person. But as you can see,
Homelander's gloves.
I mean, look at the detail of that. That is screen printed and rubberized printed. You can feel it.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And I do believe some of this is painted as well.
Some painted weathering in here and some.
Yep. And then these are just rubber as well. I mean,
I'm curious about the truncated thumb.
So.
Tell me about the truncated thumb.
I don't want to give anything away.
Oh, okay. So it's a plot point.
It is. But I will. You should have watched this by now if you're bidding on any of this. This is his famous gouging of the eye of Queen Maeve. And yep, that's the thumb that does it. It is truncated. It is, so that is a great practical effect. They didn't have to do any. Well, I'm sure they did some CGI with the blood and everything.
Yeah, but they wanted it.
They wanted, So if you're gonna These are
To
these
me,
are perfect.
that's like makes them the coolest pair of gloves,
I
right?
think
like
so,
for
too.
eye gouging. Okay, can we talk about the bloody bag?
We
A-Train's
can.
incredible
Let's
bag.
come on over here. Now, what's great about this piece too is it comes with his rabbit foot. Now, I think
It's glued in place?
It is pretty. Yeah, I didn't want to pull it up in
Yeah,
case.
fair.
Yeah, but this is the pilot where he runs through. Robin, poor Robin.
Huey's origin
God
story.
rest her soul. Yeah, but that's exactly how the whole series started, is this mistake, right? I mean, you saw that Butcher was coming back into the scene, but he got really motivated by the fact that Huey got, Huey's girlfriend got a little bit, so.
It pleases me so greatly. It is from such a horrifying moment.
Yes, and it's the shocker. It's the one that you go, oh my gosh, I need to see more. I need to see all of this now.
There's some really gross stuff.
There's some very gross stuff.
Yeah, no, stuff that wouldn't be
Yeah.
cool to just have you show up on YouTube, maybe.
No, but you can go online and see them. And if you want to own a piece of it, then you can absolutely bid on them. And they're great items still. They're great show pieces.
So we're not sure if the rabbit's foot is glued in or it has been sort of
think
accidentally glued in by its own blood.
I think it's blood glue.
I think it's blood glue. Okay.
Exactly. So, yeah, and there you go.
You guys are auctioning off just a ton of costume pieces in this auction.
We are, and I mean, you can take a look behind me, and you can see some of the evolution. You know, I mean, Firecracker made her own costume, and that's what I love about some of the things that we're offering is that you can see the evolution of when the soups were first introduced, and then when they get into Vought, and how those costumes change.
Indeed.
And the elevation of it.
I totally agree. And again, it all feels wonderfully like the proper kind of commentary on our current popular culture where superhero suits are every year getting better and more complicated and more amazing. Where can people go for more information about the auctions?
The auction is available on propstore.com, and just click on the boys. It's our banner. And just click on that, register now, and you can start bidding.
We will include a link in the description, Megan. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for letting me touch a couple things.